One particular type of pose that you're going to run into a lot in the yoga room is the act of folding forward. Folding forward means we put the back of our legs or our hamstrings in a lengthened position. We put the front of our hips, our hip flexors, in a shortened position. There's a variety of ways to fold forward, and I think with a few specific techniques, it's going to take you a long way into your practice, and you're going to start to see a lot of space in the back of the hips and the back of the legs, which are notoriously stiff areas. So I hope you enjoy this short video that walks you through a variety of forward folds and different ways to modify and adapt the pose to fit your body. Not all forward folds are created the same. So to open the back of the hips and the back of the legs, we want to move gently through a variety of different options to fold the body. The most accessible forward folds is a standing forward fold. We'll begin with the feet hip width apart. This means feet are plugged in underneath the hip sockets. Bend the knees generously. We feel a shortening in the front of the hips. Use your hands so you feel the bony knobs of the front of the hips under the fingertips and start to tilt your pelvis forward. You're going to start to meet resistance, in which case you'll stop right where you are. Then reach the hands down either to blocks or to the floor and allow the spine to round. Keep the knees generously bent. There's two ways to adjust a standing forward fold. The first way is to bend the knees. This relieves strain and pressure on the area around the back of the knees, the lower attachments of the hamstrings. We can also adjust the tilt of the pelvis, which means that you can tip the pelvis forward towards the front of the thighs to increase the length happening in the upper attachment points. Or you can curl the tailbone under slightly to decrease that tension in the upper part of the hamstrings. From here, relax the head and allow the spine to round. To start to straighten the legs, rather than press the knees back, just start to push down through the feet. You'll allow yourself to straighten the legs any degree, even if they're not totally straight. Relax the head, let it hang, and soften the shoulders. Keep the downward pressure through the feet and adjust both pelvic tilts and the bend of the knees to make this more comfortable and doable for your practice. Another accessible forward fold starts when we're lying on our back. So go ahead and grab a strap or anything that can serve as a strap, and we'll lie down. The knees will bend, the feet will park on the floor, and we'll loop the strap around the right foot. Keep the knee bent to start and hold the strap tails with both hands. Make sure the back of the hip is plugged down into the floor, which means we're not pulling our leg as close as we can towards the body. From here, keeping the shoulders down, pressing against the ground, start to let the strap slide through the hands as you push the foot up. Keep the knee bent as much as you need. This just really depends on how tight or stiff the back of the legs are. If your knee's bent and you're still feeling sensation, that's great. You're doing it right. If you need a little more and the leg is already straight, you can start to slide the opposite leg straight down to the ground. Stay with this for a couple breaths before you switch to the other side. And finally, perhaps the most difficult forward fold for most bodies is a seated forward fold. This is where our legs are in front of us in a long position and we fold over the lap. You can do a few things to make this a little bit more doable. And the first is to bend the knees. And if you have a pillow or blocks, you can place them underneath the back of the thighs to just allow more space in the back of the legs as you work on folding forward. Before we fold, very similar to standing forward fold, we want to check on the angle of the pelvis. So register the front bones of the hips underneath your fingertips. Start to tip the pelvis forward. And for a lot of us, we're going to start to feel a little resistance or limitation in the back body right away. So stop there, just tip the hips as much as you can. And then from that point, allow the low back to round as you walk your hands forward. Same as a standing forward fold. Once you get to where your body's going to let you go, don't force it any further. Just allow the body to soften here. I also like to add what's known as eccentric contraction. So this means that we want to strengthen the parts of the body that we're also lengthening. So this position is great for that. As we push the heels down, we can act like we're scrubbing the heels up the mat and feel our hamstrings engage. We want to draw the belly into the body and continue working on the fold, anchoring the heels, bringing the legs down, and just relaxing the shoulders and neck. So there you have it, some great techniques to help you fold forward in the yoga room. I hope these techniques serve you well and allow you to feel a sense of ease and a little bit more space in the back of the hips and the back of the legs. Join me for more practices and more tutorials with Yoga with Sarah on demand. Signing up at lospedalistyoga.com will give you access to my library of oodles of videos and tons of techniques to help you move your practice forward. Thank you so much for yogaing with me. Have a great day.